Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Eduventure SG. So today we are going to solve another interesting word problem on fraction. Let's start with reading the question first. Mr. Lee had $1,920. He used 5 by 8 of it to buy a microwave. He used 1 by 6 of the remainder to buy a hairdryer. Now the question is, part A, what was the cost of the hairdryer? Okay, this should be a question mark. Okay, and how much money did he left in the end? Okay, so what we have here is that the total amount of money Mr. Lee had is 1920. Okay, and he used 5 by 8 of it to buy a microwave. Okay, and then of the remainder money, right, which after buying he's left with, after buying microwave, whatever he's left with, he used 1 by 6 of that remainder money to buy the hairdryer. Okay, so there are many ways to solve this question. We'll be trying to solve it using model method first. Okay, so let's draw a model quickly, a model for this one. Okay, so yeah, so since he has used 5 by 8 of his money to buy the microwave, so initially we can say that, okay, let's take the total amount of money which Mr. Lee is having into 8 units. Okay, let's break his total amount of money into 8 units. Why? Because here we are given that he spent 5 by 8 of his money to buy a microwave. So at first let's divide it into 8 equal parts. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, yeah, I know they don't look equal, but let's assume they are equal. Okay, now see, out of this 8 units, right, he spent 5 by 8 of it to buy a microwave. So let's count here. How many are 5? 1 2 3 4 5. That means from here to here he spent on microwave, right? He spent on microwave. That means he spent, out of 8 units, 5 units he spent on microwave. So what is the remaining amount? The remaining is 3 units. Okay, now let's read the question further. He used 1 by 6 of the remainder to buy a hairdryer. Now problem is, we have here only 3 units. How do we take 1 by 6 of it? Right, 1 by 6 means out of 6, 1. Out of 6, 1. But here we have only 3. So what we can do? We can divide each of these 3 units further into 2, right, to make it 6, so that we can take 1 out of 6, right? So let's do it quickly. So let's divide it further into 2 parts. Okay, but don't forget, if we are divide these 3 units into further into 2 parts, right, don't forget to divide rest of the units. Okay, rest of the units also you have to divide, otherwise your question will go wrong. Okay, so now microwave, which was earlier only 5 units, now will be how many units? We have divided each unit further into 2 parts, right? So it will be 5 times 2, 10 units, right? It will be, sorry, I'm saying 10 but writing 20. Okay, so it's 10 units. Okay, so from here to here it's 10 units. Okay, now, so this is for microwave. Okay, now what else we have? We know that 1 by 6 of the remainder he used to buy the hairdryer. So let's say this 1 unit, right? This 1 unit he spent on hairdryer. So just write it. Just write here hairdryer. Okay, then how much is left? Clearly all this is left, right? So from here to here, 1 2 3 4 5 units are left, right? From here to here 5 units are left. So here we can say this is what he's left with, right? This is what he is left with. So in total we can say that how many units of money he has. Now we started with 8 units, but we further divided each unit into 2. So now we have 10 plus 1 plus 5, 16 units, right? We have now 16 units, and all this is equal to how much we have in the question? All this is equal to $1,920. Okay, $1,920. So from the model, right, we can say 10 unit plus 1 unit plus 5 unit, right, which is equal to 16 unit. This 16 unit is equal to 1920, right, 1920. So we can say 1 unit will be equal to 1920 divided by 16, right? So 1 unit will be how much? 1 unit will be $120. Okay, now let's read the part A first. What was the cost of the hair dryer? See, the cost of hair dryer is only 1 unit, right? We already got it. So that's the answer for part A. That is the cost of the hair dryer is $120. Okay, now the part B is how much money did he left in the end? So what do you think? From here you can see clearly he's left with 5 units of money, right? Out of 16 he's only left with 5 units of money, right? So you can say left amount, you can say left amount is 5 unit, which is equal to 5 times 120, which is equal to $600, right? So that's your part B, right? So this is how we use a model to solve this question. Okay, some of the students they might want to try it directly. I mean, what I mean is they can say, okay, he has spent, like, so we can have another model here, another method here. So we can say that, okay, microwave, right, microwave, he spent how much? 5 by 8, right? So what is the remaining amount? What is the remaining amount he have, right? After spending on microwave, what was the remaining amount Mr. Lee have? It's obviously 1 minus 5 by 8 is 3 by 8, right? Then what fraction of the money he spent on the hair dryer, right? We know that he spent 1 by 6 of the remainder to buy the hair dryer. We know what fraction of the money is the remainder. He's left with 3 by 8 of his money, right? That's the remainder. So we can say fraction of money, okay, fraction of money spent on hair dryer is how much? It is 1 by 6 of 3 by 8, right? Because that's the remainder, right? So it's 1 by 6 of the remainder. So you will get 1 by 16, right? If you cancel 3 with 6 here, right, you will get 1 by 16. That means 1 by 16 of his money was spent on the hair dryer, right? Now if we have to find the cost of the hair dryer, it's simple. We can do it because we know that what is the total amount of money, right? And we know that what fraction of the total amount was spent on the hair dryer. So we can just say that, okay, cost of the hair dryer is what? Is 1 by 16 of the total amount of money, which is 1920, and that will give you 120. See, same, right? Now what's the second part? Second part is how much money did he left in the end? Okay, so we know he spent 5 by 8 of his money on the microwave and 1 by 16 of the money on the hair dryer. So we have to find what fraction of money he's we have to find what fraction of money he's left with, right? So fraction of money he left, right, is how much? It is equal to 1 means total minus 5 by 8 which is spent on the microwave minus 1 by 16, right? So that will give you 1 minus 10 by 16 minus 1 by 16, right? So basically it will give you again same 5 by 16, right? So basically the fraction of money he's left is 5 by 16, right? 5 by 16. So from here we can calculate the money left or the amount left, okay, same, money left is actually equal to 5 by 16 of the total amount of money, right? 5 by 16 of the total amount of money, which is 1920, and if you calculate it, it will give you $600. Okay, same as this, right? So it has to be same. Okay, so that's your part A and this is your part B. Okay, so yeah, there are two ways to do it. It's up to you which one you like. Okay, personally I prefer model method because it's a lot more simpler. If you just can draw the model correctly, answers are very much visible on the model itself, right? So yeah, keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.